Hello everyone. Welcome back to Move Madness Pilates. My name is Jess and today I have a 20-minute gliding disc workout for you. Reformer on the mat. So everything we're doing is exactly what we can do on the reformer, but using the gliders to mimic that. I just finished it, 20 minutes, and I got all hot and sweaty, so that's why I'm looking kind of exhausted, because I am. But you've got this, you can take breaks, you can pause the video, you're in control of that. Now, glider-wise, you can use, depending on your floors, if you have hardwood, you could use like cloths even, or paper plates work on the carpet. Otherwise, discs. I got these from the dollar store. I got really lucky that they just happened to be selling them. So you could always take a look at your dollar store. Maybe they'll have something like this. Hard plastic on the back for the carpet, and then kind of foamy bits for the hardwood. So take a look. If not, Amazon, I'm sure will have them for super cheap. And you could even do this workout without your gliders and just mimic the motions if you're really eager to move with me today. I don't blame you, I'd be eager to move with me too. Just kidding, kind of. Let's get to it. You're gonna start 4-point kneeling. So starting with your hands on top of the gliders on your hands and knees, we're simply going to press the arms out and sink the chest down. Then round your back like a cat, pull your hands towards the knees, and again lengthen your spine as you press out, round your back as you curl back in. So it's kind of like a moving cat-cow sort of thing. And on the reformer, you would be doing this exact same motion, except it would be your knees that would be gliding out and away and then coming to and from. And that's basically gonna be how it goes today, doing all of these reformer type of motions without the reformer. It's the same motion, it feels quite similar, but usually it's gonna be the opposite thing moving, if that makes sense. Let's do 2 more. Scooping the belly, find a little bit of core to scoop you back up each time. And then from there, let's just place one glider, actually I'll do my left glider, underneath your belly, lift your left arm up, and then you put your hand on the glider, and I want you to have your fingers pointing across, other hand on the glider, your right hand is still fingers pointing forwards, and then glide your gliders in the direction of your fingers. You're gonna sink your shoulder towards the mat and look at the left hand. Glide it back in. That sounded very complicated. It's not super complicated. Just twist open. And then as you thread the needle, you're also pushing your top arm away from you. Let's do one more. And then glide it in and we'll change sides. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, thread. Reaching nice and far as feels good, especially reaching with that arm that's gliding under your threading one. Last time. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna switch it so that we've got the gliders underneath your toes. You need some space behind you here. Stack those shoulders. And then let's start without moving the gliders, just hover your knees. Pause there, and then lower back down. Exhale, hover. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reset. Exhale, brace your core to hover. 2 more. Trying to hold your gliders pretty still underneath you. On the reformer, we would be holding the carriage out away from the stopper by just an inch. And now on your next one, let's hold the knees hovered, glide your legs out, you're in a plank, bend the knees to glide back in. Exhale, plank away. Inhale, bend to return. And this is hard, especially as you drag your knees towards you here. The thighs really heat up. And here, I would say this is actually harder than on the reformer. just because you're working totally against your own body weight, whereas the reformer, that spring will help to support your body weight. We can do this. Try 3, keeping your spine long and neutral, only moving the legs. And on your last one, can you hold your plank? Take a break if you need to. Otherwise, holding your plank, glide from your shoulders and then glide back in. Now, here's the thing about this one. I need a break, you probably do too. For this, on the reformer, you'd be able to easily glide out and in, just gliding through the shoulders. Here, it's really tough to bring you back in. So you won't go so far out. And as you come in, you might do this little shuffle motion with your feet. So, full plank, push away, and then shuffle yourself back in. Looks kind of silly. But this is honestly how I teach during classes. If I ever need to like demonstrate this and I don't have a reformer available, this is usually what I do just in my socks. Something along these lines anyways. Let's try 2 more because this is brutal. Definitely harder than on the reformer, I promise you. Oh my gosh, take a shelf stretch. So tough. Okay, back to your plank. Let's do just 1 more plank. Here. I thought of doing more. Let's go into your plank and then mountain climbers. Gliding smooth. You can go as fast as you want. If you want cardio, go fast. If you want to just work on your form and control the motion, go slow. On the reformer, we wouldn't be able to do this unless we change the way we're doing it. You'd be pushing the carriage out with 1 foot at a time, having the other foot in the air. 5 seconds. This mountain's getting real high to climb. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Oh my gosh, I'm dying already. Whew. Okay, we're getting up to our feet. And for this, we're just going to leave 1 glider out of the equation. Cardio work. Now, let's have the glider underneath your left toe, and we'll head into some lunges. You had to expect those being a glider workout. Like, come on, you knew it was coming. When you're ready, glide it away and lower down to your lunge. Exhale, push through that front leg to return back tall. Inhale, glide down. Find the connection into that front glute to rise, driving down through the heel. You're keeping your spine nice and long, but you are allowing it to hinge forwards. Bringing your chest, reaching beyond your knee as you go down. Not just bending to your knee, but reach your heart forwards. You're doing fantastic. Try 5, 4, 3, 2. On your last one, hold it down, scooters. Glide it in and out and hold your front leg really, really stable. You could get the arms moving too if you want. Totally up to you. You've got this. Maybe go lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your glider out. Pulse up an inch, down an inch. The glider leg moves as a result, but it's the front leg that's responsible for the pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Okay, we're gonna keep the glider underneath your left toe. Turn to face me, and then keeping the right leg sturdy, glide your left leg out to the side and go into a side lunge. Glide it back in. I call this a side lunge, but I don't want you to think about gliding out and in for it. I want you to just think up and down. So as you rise, drive through that front foot again, or foot underneath you. I like to call these pirate squats as well. Like if your left leg was made of wood, a peg leg, it just has to go somewhere as you squat up and down. You're focused on the up and down motion, not side to side motion. That just happens on its own. As you go down, you should have your hip in line with your knee, which is in line with your ankle. Like I can literally touch my big toe without having to reach to the side for it, right? That's your alignment. You could use that to help you, reaching down with that right arm as your guide. You don't have to touch your toe by any means, but that is the alignment you want. Just another 3, 2, and we'll hold it down. Scooter that left leg in and out. Right glutes working hard for stability. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, rise up. Okay, we are going to keep the glider underneath that left foot, but this time move with it. So now the right leg stays rooted in place. We're going to glide with the left leg, bend into it as you go out, and then push that foot to rise. Pushing through both feet to rise. You got to kind of transfer your body weight over to that right foot to get you back in and up. Ooh, wobbly. Inner thighs will work here. More so than on the reformer. On the reformer, to make it outer glute focused anyways, we would have a heavier spring. The way I think I'll teach this workout on the reformer to match it will be on the light spring, so it will be an inner thigh workout. But again, you really have to drag your own body weight back in. You have no springs to help you. Sometimes the reformer makes things harder for sure. There's crazy things you can do on there. But then a lot of the times, it makes it a little easier. Okay, we have 2 more. Making sure that as you lunge, your foot is underneath your hip, pretty much. You're not going too far out. Again, if you reach down, just dangling the arm underneath your shoulder. Ideally, when you reach down, the fingers are underneath, or the fingers are over top of your toes. Okay, now, let's see if we can hold it out. And can you bend your right leg, glide in but stay low, and then glide out. Staying low here the whole time. If the ceiling was an inch above your head, you wouldn't bump your head into it. That right leg drags you back in each time. Now I just have my toe on the glider. My heels just kind of hovered. Whatever works for you. You could do the heel on and then hover the toes. It would be great if they made gliders like big enough for your feet. I don't know why they don't. Okay, we have 1 more. Core is working a ton, FYI, in case you didn't know. Now, let's just grab both gliders. 1 foot on either. Toes are on. And then we squat down. We're heading into some side planks. So for us, we're going to just go out, crawl out. Your hip can rest down, either hand or elbow down. I think I'll do my hand today. Fingers are pointing away from me. And then we glide out into a full side plank. Now, if that's not for you, just have bottom knee bent, and maybe your top foot can go on the glider just for the heck of it. Otherwise, both feet are on, glide out, full side plank. Then, can you bend your knees in, and then press away, in and out. Here on the reformer, you'd have to work really hard to move as one unit with your carriage, keeping your shoulder over wrist. Here, we just gotta work hard to keep our hips up, which is hard enough. And it's more work to drag the feet towards you, that's for sure. We've got 3, 2, last one. Can you hold your full plank, reach the top arm, thread the needle, drag your feet in a little as you do. Inhale and wide open, exhale, a little twist, a little pike, kind of like you're going to stand on your feet. Give me 2 more. This would be less jerky on the reformer. The spring would make it smooth. Okay, after that last one, let's rise up. I wasn't anticipating this to be so challenging. I knew what I was gonna teach, but I am out of breath. I always forget how much cardio planks and lunges and things like that are. Okay, we do have the second side. Let's go backwards through the second side. So we'll start with your side plank. We'll just get it over with, okay? And then we won't have to ever do a side plank ever again today in this class. You're welcome. So go ahead and set up. Top foot's forwards, bottom foot back. Glide in and out, bending and reaching. Pushing the floor away from you. You really have no choice but to push the floor away. We've got 5 more. I know you can do it. Take all the breaks you want. 2. And last one. Okay, maybe a mini break. And then we still have to thread the needle. Let's get it done. I forgot what I was getting myself into today. It's okay, we're in it together. You didn't know what you were getting yourself into either. Okay, top arm. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Push the floor, stand on your feet to drag the gliders in. And if they don't move, that's fine too. You might just hold your side plank and just do the thread, nice and simple. Otherwise, 2 more. And last one. Woo! Oh my goodness, make your way back up to your feet. Okay, we're going into your side splits next. That's what we call it on the reformer anyways. So we just need one of those gliders, glide the other way. And then we have that glider probably underneath your right toe, unless you're mirroring me, however you want to do it. Let's give it to, oh my gosh, let's get to it. Pirate squats. You're just gliding that glider leg straight to the side as you go down and up. Driving down through your heel. You should have your fingers in line with your toe. Engaging through that left glute to rise each time. 5 more. Keeping hips as level as possible. Obliques will have to work quite a bit for that. Last one. Let's hold it down. Scooter your leg in and out. Just working hard to hold it. Can you go lower? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. And then we're going with the glider. Or maybe you stick with the other option. You could always do that. But if you're coming with me, let's get to it. Glide out with the disc and then squeeze the thighs to rise. Launching yourself almost off of that glider to come in. Of course you don't actually, but it feels like you're gonna kind of jump back in almost. And remember, check in with your form with fingers underneath shoulder as you go out, or your toes also underneath your shoulder. You've got this. 3 more. Okay, can you stay low and glide in and out, staying low, being sure that your foot stays pretty much underneath you the whole time. Open up the shoulders. Do you feel your waist working? I know it's leg focused, but waist is really getting tight here. 4 more. 2. And last one. Okay, now we have our second side of the lunges. So we've got left foot forwards, right toe is on the glider. When you're ready, glide away. Going down, driving back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it up. About 5 more. more time. And then go down and stay down. Scooters, back leg in and out. Maybe you get the arms moving with you, up to you. Or maybe hands on the hips to keep them sturdy. Can you go lower? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we pulse, keeping the back leg really, really straight. We're almost through these lunges. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more exercise. We're almost done. You can do this. Grab your second glider. Put it under the toes. And then one last plank. This time it's pikes. So let's get the hands to the floor. Glide out into your plank. Can you keep your legs straight and push through your hands to bring your feet towards the wrists? Exhale. Bring it in, closing up your body like you're closing a book. You could also bend the knees in and out instead. That might be a little easier. Try to still round the back as you do that. Can you finish with 3, 2, 1? Whew, okay. And then let's just make our way to standing. No gliders. Spread your arms and fold down. Hang heavy. Let your spine go. One more inhale. Exhale, roll back up. Final arm circle. And you're done. Oh my goodness. Now, if you've never done reformer, don't let that scare you. That was harder than the reformer for most of those moves, I'd say. It takes a lot to work against your own body weight. The reformer helps you. So now if you're curious, book yourself into a Pilates class near you. It's a lot of fun doing the reformer, but this is also such a good way to do it at home, and it's even harder. I'm so proud that you got through it. I'm proud that I got through it. Don't forget to leave this video a big like if you loved the reformer to the mat style. I can do way more of those if you're interested. And then comment, subscribe, communicate with me, you know, we're buds now. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.